It is assumed that the viewer of this video is familiar with basic MLRange operation as well as the ISSF regulations related to the finals that are covered. First, let's create a new event. Here, we will select the ISSF 10-meter final and the pistol discipline. Finals are designed for 8 participating lanes. All finals require a minimum of 4 participating lanes to operate properly. The lanes selected for a finals event may include any of the lanes of your range. The lanes do not have to be consecutive. There are 3 ways to indicate to MLRange which lanes are actively participating in a finals event. The first way is here in the event setup by selecting only the lanes that you expect will be used for the final. Once again, a minimum of 4 lanes are required to properly operate a finals event. Another method available to indicate to MLRange which lanes are participating is with shooter name assignment. If MLRange detects that at least 4 lanes have names assigned to them, it will automatically eliminate additional lanes that do not have names. Let's enter some names manually to illustrate the automatic elimination. Here we see that after the 4th name is entered, the remaining lanes are marked in gray as ignored, eliminated. As we continue to add shooter names to the remaining lanes, they will become reactivated and the gray coloring will disappear. The final method of indicating to MLRange which lanes are participating is to flag a shooter with an appropriate code in the scorecard dialog. This is particularly useful if you find yourself in a position where you have the event already set up and shooter names for all lanes, but one or more shooters either do not show up or are disqualified before or during the finals event. Let's select DNS, did not start, for lane number 1. Here we see that lane 1 has been flagged as DNS and has been marked in gray as ignored, eliminated. Removing the flag for lane 1 will reactivate it. Color coding of lanes. As we have seen previously, MLRange lets the user know which lanes are ignored, eliminated by marking these lanes gray. In addition, MLRange will mark low-ranking lanes that are facing elimination with yellow. If a tie condition occurs between one or more lanes that are facing elimination, they will be marked with green. If this condition occurs, the next series to be selected must be the immediately following shoot-off series in order to resolve the tie. The series layout for all the final events covered by this video are identical. After the sighter series, there are 3 semi-final match series. Series 1 and 2 require 3 shots on each participating lane and no eliminations or elimination warnings will occur. On Series 3, after the first of the required 2 shots is detected for all lanes, the lowest ranking lane is flagged for elimination with yellow coloring. It is important to note that from the 3rd match series and onward, all lane targets must register the required number of shots for that series. If an athlete completely misses their target, then a shot, with a value of 0, must be inserted for that lane in the scorecard dialog. Let's select the Sum tab to track ranking for each lane and we will look at how MLRange responds to shooting in the 3rd, last semi-final, series. Here we see that after the first shot has been detected on all lanes, both lanes 3 and 6 are tied for 7th rank and are marked in yellow, which is an elimination warning. Normally, after the second shot there will be only one lane warned for elimination. If this is the case, then skip over the next shoot-off series and select the next match series. Ties are rare when decimal scoring is used, but they can occur. If a tie between 2 or more lanes appears, then select the immediately following shoot-off series. Now, each tied athlete will fire a single shot. Here, The tied athletes have each fired a single shot each and the tie has been resolved. The losing athlete's lane, lane 6, is marked in yellow and this athlete will be eliminated when the next following match series is selected. Athlete on lane 6 is eliminated. For all of the remaining match series, 2 shots are required from each athlete, lane. If, as illustrated above, you have a single lane warned for elimination, skip the following shoot-off series and proceed to the next match series. Here, we are at the final match series and only athletes competing for first and second rank remain. 1 shot has been fired by each and lane 1 has been warned in yellow as having the lower rank. The second, and final, shot has been fired by each athlete, low rank warning has been removed and the final is now completed. If a tie had occurred, then the following shoot-off series would have been used as described previously.